Well, an apparent frontrunner for the new Man of Steel has been revealed. All the scoopers are chiming in, and it's time to talk about Superman Legacy. Who is the new Man of Tomorrow? Now, if you guys remember correctly, last week screen test for Superman Legacy took place, and we really got a lot of reports on how that went and how impressed James Gunn was with the process. Now, fans are super eager to find out who DC Studios is going to cast as the new Superman. We do know that Nicholas Hoult, David Cornsweet, and Tom Brittney are in line to play the new Man of Steel, along with Emma McKay, Phoebe Denevor, and Rachel Brosnahan were all screen tested for Superman and Lois Lane. Now, over the last couple of hours, we've started to see a lot of people start chiming in on who could potentially be the new Superman, with an apparent frontrunner bubbling to the top and every scooper within sight chiming in with their information. Now, this means it's not from James Gunn or DC Studios, so we want to be super careful with this news. But this seems like it was actually the predictable pick, and I do think all these castings are near perfect. We've also got several scoopers chiming in on Lex Luthor, so let's not play around and dive into the news story. Now, what we are hearing is that Superman will indeed be David Cornsweet, with Emma McKay taking up the role of Lois Lane. Now, visually, both of these actors are near perfect for these characters. As a matter of fact, Cornsweet was up for the role for a while, and we were hearing even more than a year ago that he was being talked to replace Henry Cavill. He actually looks so much like Superman, and Cavill for that matter, and he does fall right into that window that James Gunn was looking for. He's an up-and-coming actor, but still a relatively unknown player to a lot of people. He's been in House of Cards, Hollywood, The Politician, We Own This City, and Pearl, amongst others, but the guy definitely has legitimate talent. He's 29 years old, right in that younger age category James Gunn said he was looking for, and like I was saying, he totally looks the part. Now, as for his Lois Lane, I think Emma McKay all along for me was the pick. I think as far as a Lois Lane look goes, she is absolutely perfect, and she's also a up and rising new talent without a lot of exposure leading into these projects. She's actually part of Barbie coming up in a couple of weeks. She's Physicist Barbie. But besides that, she was in Death Denial, Emily, and Eiffel, along with the British show Sex Education. Now, this initial wave of reports didn't have this, but we are now hearing who Lex Luthor is likely going to be. And once again, this does sound like somewhat of a home run casting. The general word seems to be that they have found their new Lex Luthor in Bill Skarsgård. Now, he's a Swedish actor, probably best known for portraying Pennyworth in the second It movie, so he knows how to bring the sinister to life. He's also been part of a lot of other projects, including most recently John Wick 4. He actually played Crow in The Eternals, and also Zeitgeist in Deadpool 2. So he's pretty darn familiar with superhero movies. Now, obviously, like we said, no word from James Gunn yet, and I do think they're going to wait for official word at SDCC. Without Marvel Studios doing a Hall H, you know they are absolutely going to be looking to blow the roof off the place, and I think that will be the place the whole cast of the new Superman project will be revealed. I actually don't think they'll be alone, and I do suspect several other projects, including The Authority, some members of which will be cast for the Superman movie, along with Brave and the Bold news, will all be a big part of the DC marquee. But until SDCC gets here, we're going to have to wait and see.